Leadership teams must be chosen. Jesus made a conscious decision to choose each of the 12 disciples to serve on his staff. He did not put the matter up for a vote. Rather, he decided the personnel matters himself. Jesus withdrew to the Sea of Galilee after leaving the synagogue where he had been teaching. Jesus was very popular, and a crowd followed him. A great assembly gathered, not only from Galilee, but from faraway regions as well. The group was so significant that Jesus asked for a small boat so that he could push off from shore to avoid being destroyed by those who came for healing. Mark chapter 3, verses 7 to 19. Jesus withdrew to the sea with his disciples, and a large crowd from Galilee followed him, and also people from Judea, and from Jerusalem, and from Idumea, and from the region beyond the Jordan, and around Tyre and Sidon. A vast number of people came to him, because they were hearing about all the things that he was doing. And he told his disciples to have a small boat stand ready for him, because of the many people, so that they would not crowd him. For he had healed many, and as a result, all who had diseases pressed around him to touch him. Whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and screamed out, "You are the Son of God." Jesus sternly warned them again and again not to tell who he was. He went up from the hillside and called those whom he himself wanted and chose, and they came to him. And he appointed 12 disciples, so that they would be with him for instruction, and so that he could send them out to preach the gospel as apostles, that is, as his special messengers, personally chosen representatives, and to have authority and power to cast out demons. He appointed the 12, Simon, to whom he gave the name Peter, and James the son of Zebedee, and John the brother of James. To them he gave the name Boanerges, that is, sons of thunder. And he also appointed Andrew and Philip and Bartholomew, Nathanael, and Matthew, Levi the tax collector, and Thomas, and James the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus, Judas the son of James, and Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. As Jesus invites those he wanted to come with him, the massive crowd becomes smaller. Jesus appointed 12 from among those who came to him at that time. The biblical concepts are evoked by the word poieo, which can be translated as to make or to create. The Lord appointed Moses and Aaron to rule Israel, and Moses appointed able men as heads over the people to serve in those roles. 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 6. Then Samuel said to the people, "It is the Lord who appointed Moses and Aaron, and brought your fathers, ancestors up from the land of Egypt." Exodus chapter 18, verse 25. Moses chose able men from all Israel, and made them heads over the people, leaders of thousands, of hundreds, of 50s, and of 10s, from the highest to the lowest judicial levels. The initiative in forming and identifying the 12 is Jesus. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 1. But now, this is what the Lord your Creator says, O Jacob, and he who formed you, O Israel, do not fear, for I have redeemed you from captivity. I have called you by name. You are mine. The 12 are symbolic of the restoration of the 12 tribes of Israel, and Jesus stands over them as their leader. The selection of the 12 implies a rejection of the powers that be in Jerusalem. The names of the 12 give us few hints about their status, upbringing, or religious instruction, but Jesus gives the first 3 memorable nicknames. Simon is given the name Peter, Petros, which means rock, and James and John, who were previously introduced as Zebedee's sons, are dubbed the Sons of Thunder. One can only speculate what occasioned these names, or what they reveal about these men, their character, their faith, or their future roles. Judas is named as the betrayer, a title bestowed on him by the church rather than Jesus.